My name's Harry, and today I'm just going to show you a little bit about chords and what they are and how they're constructed. So, if you're a beginner or even if you're an intermediate, you might be asking yourself, exactly what are chords and how are they constructed? How do they come to have their quality or their sound? So you might be playing chords, like the C major or a D major, or even a minor, a minor chord as well. You might be learning these basic chords. Now, especially D and A minor and even A major, they're all just three notes, right? So the starting point of what a chord is essentially three notes stacked on top of each other, which we call a triad. Triangle, tri is three, so we have a triad. So essentially, if we start with a C major scale, we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then C. So that's the foundation of a lot of music. There is a major scale, 8 notes. This one's a C major scale, and it has no sharps or flats. So there's 8 notes going up an octave from C to C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 notes, right? So essentially what you want to do to construct a C major chord is to take the first, which we call the root, the third, and the fifth. This is essentially your triad. And what we do then is, if we are notating it, or even if we're playing it, so C, D, G, we stack it on top of itself, C, E, G, and this creates a C major triad, or a C major chord, essentially. So that's a C major chord, C major triad, C major chord. And it is constructed again of the first, the third, and the fifth notes of the C major scale. It's that simple in terms of deciphering a scale, taking a scale and just breaking it into certain sections. So what you can also do with that is we can start to manipulate the notes. So we can take the third, which is the E, and we can actually flatten it. And this is the rule for all major and minor chords. So as long as we're relating everything to the major scale, we can literally take the third, which is the E, flatten it, and there you have a C minor triad. So we've got the first, the third, which has been manipulated, which is now a flat third, and the fifth. Now this is a C minor scale, yeah? So again, there's a C major scale. We're taking the third, the third, and the fifth to create the C major, and then we flatten the third, and that's a C minor. And we stack those notes in notation on top of each other. Now, you can essentially do this with all major scales. So once you know your major scale and your key signature, then you can start to manipulate it. You can do it with the D, you can do it with A, you can do it with everything. But that's the quality. So C major, flatten the third, C minor. Now, if you start to add extra notes on top of that, you start to come up with more complex, what we call harmonies, which is notes stacked on top of each other. But this is the basic construction of chords. We start with the triad, and then we can add on top of it, but this is all we need to know for now. C major and a C minor, and that's how you construct it from the C major scale. So thanks for listening, everyone. If you're interested, come on in and I can show you more. Ciao.